a lot of people wonder what is the importance of investment, and people tend to think that investment is about capital, but that's no longer the case. We have seen how over the time we live in a world that has a paradox. We have every time less poor people. The poverty has decreased 50%, and however the gap between rich and poor countries has multiplied by 400, and the issue is why. And part of that has to do with the fact that this 400 increasing up has happened over more than 300 years. And what happened in those 300 years? Well, countries began to produce things that never existed. Cars, TVs, computers, iPhones. So at the end of the day, what is key is what countries produce, because the type of jobs that are produced by different economies determine precisely the well-being of the people. It's not the same to produce potato chips than microchips. So the key role is, what is the role of investment there? The role of investment there is that all this technological knowledge, this know-how, both in goods and services, cannot be only learned at school. It has to be learned by doing. It has to be learned in the business, in the firms. So today, the firms are the new schools of the future. And in order to do that, why is this? Because people have to interact. So that's why it's important to have foreign direct investment, not because only the capital that countries sometimes they have, is because the know-how is there. So if I want to produce an iPhone, right, the key is I can be an engineer graduated from a university, but no university will teach me how to make an iPhone. I have to work in a factory to learn how to do that. And that's a key role of investment. And why is this important for everybody? Because now these technological or these new goods and services are part of an international production. If you see that the TV, the computer that you are using right now has not been made in one single country. The chair where you are seated, the materials used in the building where you are now here in this video are not made in one single country. It's part of what is called an international production, little parts made in different parts of the world, and that's what is called global value chains. So at the end of the day, what we mean is, why is investment important? To enable countries change what they produce, generate new jobs and better jobs, and enable countries like, in this case, Azerbaijan, to join these international value chains. That is where the flow of new goods, creativity, technology, know-how, and new types of jobs at the end of the day are generated. So that's the importance of that, and that's a key for a country like Azerbaijan that is trying to promote diversification of its economy.